Call the meeting to order. Tonight's meeting is the school board, South Brunswick Board of Education meeting of June 22nd, 2020. Call the meeting order. Can you rise for the salute of the flag, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. David, can I get a roll call, please?
Patrick Del Piano. Mr. Raymond Keener.
Here.
Mrs. Joyce Mehta.
Yes.
Dr. Stephen Parker.
Here.
Mr. Devin Patel.
Here.
Mr. Arthur Robinson.
Here.
Mrs. Lisa Rogers. She's here.
He's on mute, though.
It's on mute.
Sorry, I thought I took it up. Yes, I'm here.
Mr. Joseph Scaletti, absent. Mr. Barry Nathanson.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, David. Approval of minutes, board minutes of May 18th, 2020. Can I get a motion? Moved by Dr. Parker, second by Mr. Patel. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Report of the superintendent. Scott?
All right,
Mr.
welcome
Scott.
everyone. Before I go, Tabitha's here tonight. Tabitha, is this your last meeting with us?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, Tabitha, before we start, just want to say it's been awesome to have you. You've been just great for our Board of Education. We thank you so much, and we wish you well over this summer. And we'll turn it over to you.
Before Tabitha starts, can I just get a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion.
Move the approval agenda. Motion moved by Mrs. Rogers, second by Mrs. Meadow. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Much.
Tabitha, this is a sad day. This is your last meeting? Wow. You're going to did you graduate?
No.
But you didn't
Not
run
yet.
again?
Yeah, I ran for president. So
Oh,
Oh. President, wow.
wow. Okay, very good.
hello
Go ahead,
everyone.
Tabitha.
Thank you. Hello everyone. Happy graduation as well, and happy last day of school. Can you guys hear me? I don't know.
Yep. Very good.
Yeah, I just wanted to report a few things that our school has been doing to close out the year. So this year, the SBHS National Society inducted 221 new members and completed over 3,500 hours in community service. Members of this prestigious organization lived up to the National Honor Society motto of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. While maintaining at least a 3.6 grade point average, our members prove themselves to be true leaders in our community through the teaching, organizing, and initiating of various events and fundraisers. National Honor Society students showed true service to this community through countless service placements, including Homework Help Center.
Tabitha, excuse me. Board members, can you mute yourself, please? There's some back noise. Ray, can you mute yourself, please? Thank you. Okay, Tabitha, go ahead.
So National Honor Society students showed true service to their community through countless service placements, including the Homework Help Center, Red Cross Blood Drive, Back to School Night, 5K runs, Hug for Brady events, Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, and multiple other opportunities in and out of the South Brunswick community. Our transition to remote learning has been a challenge for both the school and the South Brunswick community, but yet our National Honor Society students continue to uphold the tenets of leadership and service to our school. In cooperation with the high school and elementary school administration, National Honor Society students are serving as virtual peer tutors and help elementary school students to find success with online homework assignments. The class of 2021 is currently working on senior shirt designs and preparing for senior year, and class and student council advisors are meeting virtually with their boards for next year. I wanted to say a quick message to the class of 2021. First of all, I want to say that the staff did such an amazing job with the virtual graduation. And obviously, it's not the same. It's not the same as an in-person graduation, but it really was heartwarming and inspiring on so many levels. To the class of 2020, I can't even imagine what it must feel like finishing 12 years of education and hard work in your bedroom. I just wanted to let you know how admirable the class of 2020 has been under these circumstances and how inspired I am by all of them. During her salutatorian speech, Allison Lee said something that I've been thinking about the whole day. She said that it's our job to write our own stories. And concerning the times we're living in, I don't think anyone would have expected this plot line or turn of events in their own story. But despite this, the class of 2020 has been such a model of strength, resilience, passion, and intellectual curiosity, not just over the past few months, but over the last 4 years. You guys have been such role models for me, and I truly have no doubt that you will do world-changing things in this next stage of your life and in this next chapter of your own stories. Lastly, I had the privilege of attending the Break the Silence protest in public forum at Woodlot Park a few days ago, and I was truly blown away by the strength and love that was exhibited by our South Brunswick students, especially our seniors, and all the volunteers and speakers. I appreciate also everything that our staff is doing for this cause, and it's just so encouraging to see so many amazing students using their voice and fighting for what is truly right. Being able to see my Black friends and peers fighting for the rights that they deserve and have always deserved. And I hope that we continue educating ourselves, educating our families, signing petitions, attending protests, and not stopping until we see true change. But I'm just very proud of our community and everything that they have been doing. I hope that everyone has an amazing summer, and I'm grateful that I was able to be a part of our community through the Board of Education. I definitely want to spend my summer learning still, looking at our curriculum, getting involved in our community, and seeing what else I can do to make any sort of impact before the next Board of Ed rep comes in. Once again, I miss you all a lot, and I can't wait to see you all again. I also can't wait to celebrate our seniors at 8 o'clock at the district-wide clap out. And also congratulations to all our retirees and your dedication to the district and teaching, and I hope that this new stage of life for you brings nothing but adventure and hopefully some rest after all these years. But yeah, thank you guys.
Yay. Tabitha, please come visit us when we actually get back to
I definitely will.
doing this live, okay? Please. Okay, moving back to Mr. Feder, go ahead.
All right, everyone. Well, it is our last day, but we have some pretty cool things tonight. First, I have to start with congratulating and congratulating all of our students, especially our seniors, but thanking 3 people. We had 2 recognitions in the 8th grade. They were designed by our own staff members. One was Kristen Sims for Crossroads South, and our Sean Ryman for North. Both great. I don't have the names of all of the 5th grade people, but we also had 5th grade recognitions done for those students. And then I want to specifically thank Tim Sweeney. For those of you that don't know who created that incredible graduation for the high school, it was one of our teachers named Tim Sweeney. He teaches VTN, Viking Television Network. And he basically showed us why other districts that had to go hire outside professionals, why we didn't have to do that, why we were able to stay in-house, have our own pro do it. Amazing. He flies the drone, if you saw the drone shots. Also, his wife, Nancy Duco, was responsible for the night event at the high school, the lights. That was also with the drone flying over. What a great duo. But Tim, I have to say thank you. You all know Tim. He's at our board meetings, sitting behind the booth some nights, not all nights. But he outdid himself here. And I think what he's just done, as I told him today, I think he just got himself a new job every May. So graduation, in person or not, we'll be expecting the same thing every year from Mr. Sweeney. But it was great. And to the whole team, you know, Tim did a great job, but there was a whole bunch of people involved in that creation of that. They just did a great job. So Mr. Varela, great job with your team, getting everyone involved, going back and finding such great speakers former alumni. That was just a great, something we don't get in person, right? So we don't get to have that. And of course, they decorated their hats. They decorated those hats, and that was awesome. So just a great, great time. I think Tabitha said it best. Nothing replaces the walk across the stage. But our kids did get a chance to walk across the stage. Half of them got across an actual stage and the other half under a tent. But what could we do? It was raining. It just kept raining in and out, in and out. I do give credit, Dr. Parker, Joe Scaletti, Barry Nathanson, Ray, Keener. They stuck it out in the rain. I wasn't there in the afternoon because I had my own daughter's graduation. But, they stayed there. I don't think Dr. Parker sat down for 5 or 6 straight hours out there, wearing his hat, staying protected from the rain the best he could. You see, Barry was great. Barry was camped out like he was at a beach. Just, he was hanging out, enjoying himself. Ray and Joe were moving around. But it was great. I know the rest of the board members were able to come in the after part. So thank you guys for all attending and supporting these graduates. Great event, a lot of work. And everyone talks about, let me tell you, it would have been a lot easier to just do a graduation. By leaps and bounds, a lot easier to just do a graduation. The drive-up diploma day was 10 hours. Last year's graduation was 1 hour and 41 minutes. So, it isn't what we all wanted, but we did make the most of it. And I give a lot of credit to the high school teams for making that special for these kids and these families. So kudos to everybody. Now I can move on to a next group of people that deserve just as much recognition, and that is our retirees. Tonight, they have a very special treat for tonight. You'll be seeing, I'm not going to say much more about that. But again, the virtual world has produced some amazing opportunities, and you'll see tonight one of them, something really special. So congratulations to our retirees. Please stay on the screen. Do not leave until you get your recognition tonight. Another great recognition is about Devin Patel. I can congratulate Devin. He's becoming a certified board leader. He's among the elite group of board members who have completed the requirements of the Board Member Academy program and has been awarded the designation of certified board leader by the New Jersey School Boards Association. Congratulations, Devin. Well done. And I talk about this board to other people from other districts. Our board takes pride in being good, strong board members, and they take care of that. And this is a great example of Devin, going back to classes. You don't have to go back to school, but in this Board of Education, you go back to school to be a better board member. What a great thing. So Devin, way to model for us. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So anyway, this is the last day of school. We're done. The year is over. And I think we all really feel that the year needed to be over. While a lot of good things came out of it, the year needed to be over. I know I needed it to be over. Unfortunately, in my world, in the administrative world, and a lot of teachers and other people, this summer is going to be a bit crazy. And unlike any other summer where things do quiet down normally in the summer, not this summer. This is going to get even more crazy than it was for the last 3 months. I know I can rest easy knowing we have an amazing team. And I hope the board knows that. I think you do. I'm pretty sure you do. Jen, David, Kim, Suzanne, Sharon, I don't want to miss people's name, Raf. There's so many people, all of our principals and supervisors, so many of our teacher leaders. It's just so many people putting out effort. So all I can tell you, I'm not getting into the next year. That's for another night. We're going to make it happen. Whatever we can do for the betterment of our kids is going to happen for September. Just know that, everyone. So I'll leave it at that, and we'll go from there. I'm going to remind everybody, everyone watching, tonight, a little bit before 8 o'clock, we're going to go into a recess. It'll be done formally with a motion, and that's so that our board members and anyone else in South Brunswick can get out of those houses and go a little nuts, just for about 5 minutes. Bang cymbals, do whatever you need to do. We want it nuts and crazy out there to congratulate our 5th, 8th graders and our seniors. One more opportunity to thank them. So it's great. So we'll hear more about that shortly. Hopefully you ever got my robocall, my last robocall of the school year. I will say not one snow call this year. Not one. Beautiful thing. Love it. You heard Tabitha talk about the most recent protest in March at Woodlot on Saturday. I wasn't able to attend that one. So I'm glad, Tabitha, that you were able to attend. A bunch of people were able to attend different ones. I was at a couple. My daughters came. It was great. And, this year it's late in coming, but we're acknowledging Juneteenth. We're acknowledging the things we should be acknowledging. We're going to attack racism with anti-racism, and that's what we're going to do. And I wrote a letter a little bit about Juneteenth, and I want to just add a little bit more about that. It needs to be recognized because it commemorates what happened basically on June 19th in 1865, over 2 years after the proclamation. That's when some slaves found out they were free. Just think of that. So that day is really important. June 19th is 1865. So it's a day we're always going to honor. And it's important. There's so much about all of this, of how we can support our Black families, so much more, and so deserving. So just keep knowing that we're going to continue that work. It's not going to stop, and hasn't stopped, but we're going to keep moving forward with that. It's just so important. And I don't want to lose sight of that just because it's the last day of school. We really want to make sure we understand the last day of school does not mean, okay, that's over. It's just the beginning of the beginning, to be honest with you. I know Jen is going to be working on massive components with curriculum. We have committee working on various things. Our families want to get involved. We have kids that want to get involved. And really, we have to make it different. It has to be different. So kudos to all the board members and everyone for supporting the right work. And to me, it's not controversial. People say what's controversial? There's nothing controversial about it. Nothing at all. We take care of our kids. We take care of our families. Nothing controversial about that. So I'm going to move on to just talk about our summer board meetings. As of right now, we have 2, July 23rd and August 27th. We did talk about possibly adding 2 more in there. So we'll be reaching out to you guys, the board, about that. And we'll, of course, let the public know if we do that. Ultimately, thank you all for the massive support. I don't think we've ever seen, one of the positive takeaways, and then I am going to get quiet. One of the positive takeaways was the amount of support we saw from our community, and the amount of incredible talent of our staff, and how that was appreciated by our community. So we can't say enough about that on both sides of any coin you look at. So thank you to our board for the major support you give us to allow us to do that work. Thanks to all of our staff for just doing incredible things. I can just tell you, one email I get more often than not is someone saying that they talk to other families in other districts. And each and every time they hear, wow, no one's doing it like you guys are. And, that's a credit to our staff. Thank you to our administrators, our teachers, everyone. And now we get ready for next year. And it's going to be amazing. Whatever we're able to do, whatever they let us do, we're going to make it happen. So, yeah, congratulations to everyone. Have a wonderful and have a safe summer. After that, I'll turn it back over to you, Mr. Nathanson.
Thank you, Mr. Fetter. Moving along, I guess, to our presentation of retirees. Jen Desler, please. You gotta unmute yourself. There you go.
Thank you. I'm just sharing my screen. Get this set up. I'm super excited to be celebrating our retirees tonight, and I see so many of you that are here, and I also thank so many of our staff, admin, and teachers that are also here to support and celebrate you all this evening. So welcome to our 2020 virtual retiree recognition. We just didn't want the year to end without bringing you all together. There are 44 retirees this year. And so I welcome you all. And we are honoring retirees from elementary, middle, and high school, and of all different walks of life, from bus drivers to teachers, custodians, instructional coaches, behavior techs, paras, and secretaries are all here being honored tonight. And as you see, we have an awesome program for us, and we're going to celebrate each one of you. And then we have some other pieces as well to the evening. And so before I start, I would like to say a couple of thank yous. A big shout out to Elizabeth, my secretary, who puts all of this together behind the scenes. You all will be receiving Usually it's in person this evening, but we are going to be sending you home a little care package, and you all will receive a testimonial booklet. And it's a beautiful write-up on honoring all your accomplishments. And it's written by our administrators and teachers that have just words of honoring and your achievements. So that will be coming your way for you to enjoy. And I also want to say a thank you to our administrators who do that work on those write-ups, as well as all of your contributions. We want to send you off with a gift, and I'll show it to you right here. I have one to show you. This year it's it's beautiful. It's a little hard to see in this light, but it's a framed saying with each one of your names, and our administrators all contribute so that we can have a gift to honor you this evening. That will also come in the mail for you. So be looking out for those, some good things to come your way. I also want to say a thank you to two very special teachers. And I'm going to tell you more about them at the end of the program. But these two teachers have been making sunshine happen for our families and our kids all throughout remote. And it's just, I think for this virtual retirement, just the perfect little end with a bow from them. So more about that in a little bit. So to get us started, I just want to share that there's a better picture right there of the gift. But the retirees tonight, we also want to give you some well wishes. And we like to call it filling your bucket with wishes, a retirement bucket. And in your testimonial book, you will have the well wishes of sentiments that finish the statement, always, never, remember, and enjoy. And this evening, since there are so many of you and we're here in this remote environment, I've picked one special one to accentuate and share with everybody. So you'll get a little taste of your well wishes tonight, and then the rest will come in that booklet when it comes your way. So without further ado, the way we'll celebrate tonight is we're going to go building by building, and I would love to start with Brooks Crossing. And Brooks Crossing is Barb Ghazali, and we have, first I'm sorry, I'm just trying to fix my screen here so I can see everything. Principal at Brooks Crossing and Deans is Jamie Macarone. And again, a shout out to our admin who are here this evening. I see a lot of you in the participant side, so thank you for being here. We have two honorees from Brooks Crossing School, and Barb Ghazali is the principal secretary there. She's been with the district since 1999. Crazy. You guys have put in so much time. And the bucket wish for you is to never stop remembering that your positivity is contagious. These well wishes, like I said, are written by administrators in your buildings and people that are close and near to you. Some are some private jokes, as you'll see. We also celebrate Laura Tom. She's the librarian at Brooks Crossing. 1995 was Laura's start date. And the bucket wish for Laura is to never forget the positive influence you had on so many students, including one Mr. Daniel Kim, who with your encouragement became a published author. This is a student who became an author at a very young age, in his early teens, I believe. Moving on, Brunswick Acres. Principal there is Stacy Ta, and at Brunswick Acres, we have 4 retirees there this evening that are retiring, here this evening with us, that are retiring. And I celebrate Lorna Hones. She's a teacher at Brunswick Acres. Lorna's been with the district since 1995. And our bucket wish for you, Lorna, is to remember you are the queen of bulletin boards. So that's got to be some joke between you and Stacy. So I love it. Diana Kietowski, she's a paraprofessional and has been with us since 1998. And our bucket wish for you is to remember that you no longer need to do the outside recess on freezing cold days. So that's got to be reassuring and sound nice. I think I'm envious of a lot of these bucket wishes, I have to tell you. Barbara McCracken, she's a paraprofessional. Barbara's been with us since 1998. And the bucket wish for you is to enjoy time with your family and your grandchildren on that permanent weekend. No more having to get up on a Monday morning to come to work. Bridget Tricoli is a paraprofessional at Brunswick Acres. Bridget has started in 2001. And our bucket wish for you, Bridget, is to remember that BA bears take care and you took care of them. Kind words for all of you. And we celebrate Brunswick Acres, so congratulations to you all. I'm going to move now to Cambridge. And this is Esther Valente, and Cambridge principal is Christy Pemberton. And Esther is actually shared between Cambridge and Constable. She's a world language teacher, and we celebrate you, Esther. You've been with us since 2003. And our bucket wish for you is to remember the excitement your students displayed when they had the opportunity to showcase their new learning. World language is a fun, special, and such an important part of our elementary world. Constable School is up next. We have 3 special retirees for Constable School. The principal there is Pam Hernandez. And we are celebrating tonight one Miss Adriana Maya. She's a librarian there and has been in the district since 2005. And our well wish for you, Adriana, is to never lose sight of the impact you've made on children's lives. You've really made that library a place that kids want to be in. Michelle King's a paraprofessional in the district, and she's been with us since 2002. And our wish for you, Michelle, is to never forget all those fabulous parties you'd helped plan. Constable is lucky to have you for them. I think I've missed out on a couple. I need to get invited. I need to let Pam know that. Linda Malinsky, secretary to the principal. Linda's been with us since 2000, and Linda, our bucket wish for you is just to remember how much you're treasured by everybody at Constable, and I think throughout the district. So we celebrate you, Constable retirees. Congratulations. Next up is still at Constable, and this is a special, I think, heartfelt one and kind of a sad one because Pam, our principal at Constable, is retiring, and we only got short-lived with Pam for 1 year, and we are blessed and so lucky to have had you for this time with us, and our bucket wish for you is really what you've kind of bestowed on us for the year. We never want you to lose your excitement and passion for anything you set your mind to, and that your energy is infectious. And we've learned a lot from you in our time together, and sad to see you go, but excited for you for your retirement. So that's Constable School. And we're gonna move now to Greenbrook. Jody Mahoney is the principal at Greenbrook School. And Jody, you have two retirees this year. Maureen Moritz, she's a paraprofessional, and Maureen, you've been with us since 2006. And our bucket wish for you is to always wear a smile and never stop learning. Sounds like good attributes of a para. Susan Wasserman is a teacher from Greenbrook, and she's been with us since 1999. You see the years that have been put in by all of these folks, hundreds of years collectively together for our retirees. Susan, our bucket wish for you is just to never lose your love of advocating for others, and those Greenbrook kids have been lucky to have you. So we congratulate our Greenbrook retirees. Next up is Indian Fields in Dayton Elementary. Peter Ratine is the principal, and you all have 4 retirees. And Hemlata Shah is a paraprofessional and has been with us since 1994. We celebrate Hemlata tonight, and our bucket wish for you is just to never stop nurturing our students in life, to please continue to do so. Susan Charbonneau is also a paraprofessional. She's been with us since 1998, and our wish for you, Susan, is to enjoy time with your family now that you'll be much closer to them. So it sounds like there's a move in your near future, so best wishes. Grace France, also a paraprofessional. We're losing lots of paras there. That's making me sad. She's been with us since 2007, and our bucket wish for you is to always live life to the fullest. Finally, Chris Napoli is a teacher at Indian Fields in Dayton, and Chris has been with us since 1987. And our wish for you, Chris, is to never stop helping others. So thank you, retirees from Indian Fields School. Our last elementary is Monmouth Junction School, and our principal there is Christina, I'm going to say it, Christina Vildostagi. Sierra. We always just say VC, but I try to say it and I kill it every time, so I apologize, VC. But you have 3 retirees. 2 are right there in the main office with you. Carol Anderson, secretary, to Christina, to the principal. You've been in the district since 2000, so 20 years. And our bucket wish for you is to remember that your MJ is your family and that the love runs deep. I think that's saying you got to come back and visit. Deb Gulo is a secretary at Monmouth Junction as well, and she's been in the district since 1998. Our bucket wish for you, Deborah, is to always remember that you, your hard work, and your contributions to our school made a difference for all at MJ. And finally, Ann Smoke, a paraprofessional in the district. She's been with us since 1997. Our bucket wish for you is to never forget the students you've nurtured and supported along the way. So a nice shout out to Monmouth Junction, to all our elementary retirees. We're going to move on to the middle school. At Crossroads North, Kim Bino is the principal there, and there are 3 retirees. One is Barbara Dreyer, paraprofessional in the district. She's been with us since 1999. Barb, I definitely think this is some kind of inside joke. And it's saying, always know that the Jolly Novel Trolley is an iconic image at Crossroads North. So that hopefully makes a smile on your face. Aida Gibbard, she's a math teacher in the district. She's been with us since 2002. My wish for you, our wish, I have such a nice connection with you guys, and so you're going to be so missed by me as well, all of you. But Aida and Joylene, just a close connection. You always remain your thoughtful self. Very true, Aida. We wish you the best. Joylene Mayerta, another math teacher in the district, with us since 2004. Joylene, the bucket wish for you is to remember the inspiring impact you've had for over 25 years, and that's on students, staff alike, and families. So thank you, Crossroads North retirees, for your contributions. You will be missed. Crossroads South, 1 retiree there, but pretty mighty. If you look at that date, I think he takes it's close to the longest, I think. Is there an 87? I'm not sure, Joe. You'll have to tell me if yours is the earliest hire. But Crossroads South, the principal there is Bonnie Capes, and Joe Doherty, now in the dean role in the district since 1988. Our bucket wish to you, and I can picture you smiling right now, it makes me smile. Always keep your Crossroads shirts and swag, because we are ready for you to coach at a moment's notice. Sounds like they want you back, Joe, or not want you to leave at all. But many wishes to you. Those are our middle school retirees. We wish you all the best. Now we're moving on to the high school. Principal there, as you know, is Peter Varela. He and his team, we have 15 retirees from the high school this year, and he and his team have put together those testimonials and these well wishes. So I'll share them with you tonight. Maritza Arango is our first honoree at the high school. She's been with us since 1993. And our bucket wish for you, Maritza, is to always be proud of your dedication to your students and to your colleagues. So thank you for that. Fran Bartunik, again, another smile, I can see it in my head, secretary in the main office there. Fran has been with us since 1992. And our bucket wish for you, Fran, is to never forget to take care of yourself. You always seem to put everybody else's needs before yours, so it's now Fran time. Eileen Cartwright is a teacher at the high school, and she's been in the district since 1990. And our bucket wish for you, Eileen, is to always look back at your time at SBHS with pride. You're truly amazing. Aggie Conover is a secretary in the district at the high school, another face I see smiling. And you've been in the district since 1999. And our bucket wish for you is to that you're always the second person at work and never the first person to leave. So that's a little bit insight of your work ethic, Aggie, so thank you. We thank these honorees, and we're moving more into the high school. Kathleen Fecity is a teacher in the district, teacher at the high school in the math department. And our bucket wish for you, Kathleen, is to always embrace your legacy status as a member of the greatest math department around. I think one Anna Alfieri wrote that, and it's true. Joe George, phys ed teacher, football coach in the district. He came in 2012, and our bucket wish for you, Joe, is to remember those 3 state football championships won at South Brunswick. We know that they won't soon be forgot. Benjamin Gutierrez, custodian in the district. He's at the high school. His year of hire was in 2004. And Ben, our bucket wish for you is to never forget that you were an important member of our team and really made a true difference. Robin Joseph, paraprofessional at the high school. Robin joined us in 2005, and our wish for Robin is to never forget the profound impact that you had on the learners with special needs. She worked with some of our most at-risk and neediest kids, and so we thank these Robin and these retirees. Continuing at the high school, notice all these last names. This seems to be the lots of vowels in Italian saying names, so let's see if I can get them all right. Janice Majorano, and I might have messed that up because I can't see. Yeah, Majorano, I think I got it. She's a teacher at the high school and worked with our little Vikings, and her hire date was 2001. And never forget the positive impact that you've had on both your little kids and your big kids at the high school. Paul Martorano, he's a teacher at the high school. 1995 is his start date. And our wish for you, Paul, is to remember the impact that you made on students and colleagues. That legacy is going to survive long after your teaching career. So thank you. Nancy Mastropieri is a secretary at the high school. Her date of hire was 1990. And our bucket wish for you, Nancy, is to remember to take some of that energy and love for others and treat yourself, and do it often. Claudine Mistretta, teacher at the high school, she joined our staff in 1993. And our wish for you, Claudine, is to always reflect on the students that touched your heart and soul, because there really truly are many. So we thank these retirees. And our last 3 at the high school, Lisa Sokol, teacher at the high school in the Health Family Consumer Science department. Her date of hire is 1994. And our bucket wish for you, Lisa, is to always be proud of your dedication and commitment to the growth of the architecture program. Bridget Wernick is a teacher at the high school as well. Her date of hire was 2001. And our wish for you is to never underestimate the value of the life skills that you taught your students and the fact that they'll take them with you into the future. Donna Cardineo is a music teacher at the high school. Her date of hire is 2005. And our wish for you tonight is to never forget your role in helping to build and transform our music program to what it is today. Truly, there's a few of you that have been the lead and the pioneers and made it what it is, and Donna has been one of those for sure. We also have some district folks that we want to recognize who are retiring this year, and 2 of them are on the screen right now, and we want to give well wishes to Denise Calloway. She's a teacher coach, and this little nugget for you, she's only been with us since 2015, and she's truly made some major changes in our district in the area of as a reading specialist. And our wish to you, Denise, is to never underestimate how much your advocacy has improved students' lives and our school system. You've really made a mark for us. Sharon Hyde is a behavior tech. She's been with us since 2003, and we truly, our bucket wish for you is to enjoy reconnecting with your family and friends abroad, but just please don't forget us here. Also, district employees, we have 3 more to celebrate. Tim Sharp is his position, he's over at BGT, and he's in maintenance. Tim has been with us since the year 2000, and the well wishes from your colleagues, Tim, are this, that you always go the extra mile, and you're always willing to switch gears to fit the needs of the department, so they thank you. Robin Stratton is a custodian for the district, and she's been with us since 2001. And the bucket wish, and to me, something that you've been recognized, is that you've always maintained a positive outlook and did a great job no matter where she was assigned. I can picture you smiling as you come through the board office when you're filling in over there. So we appreciate you. Thank you. And Brunilda Sodano, a bus driver in the district since 2007. And our bucket wish for Brunilda is to remember it's never too late to learn, grow, and create. Right? Retirement is about doing all the things you never had time for in your youth. And that actually is the last wish, and that's for Brunilda, but I think it really could apply to all of us, to all of you. See, I'm applying myself again as I'm very jealous. I want to share that a tradition in the district. First, let me pause, and can we give let's do a show of hands. Let's do a little round clap for our retirees, and we'll continue this celebration. But I do want to share that one of the cool things that our district does, a tradition, is that every library, our librarians, K-12, they pick books that will be at every building and that will have your names on a beautiful label, that your name and your memory will always be with us in South Brunswick. So you can see right here that for all of the elementary schools, these books will be donated in your honor, and again, your name will be there. So your legacy lives in all of our libraries. In addition to the elementary school, for all of our retirees in middle and high school, you can see the book titles here. And know that this is something that, like we said, lasts for years. And we know that, the joy of reading is part of retirement and a big part of your life. And so we want you to know that the legacy lives on here. And a big shout out and thank you to our librarians for continuing this tradition. And they did all the ordering and everything of all these names that you see on our screen tonight.
Hey, Jen, can I just say one thing real quick?
Of course.
So just one little nugget to remember when it comes to the teachers and the paraprofessionals and the drivers and secretaries, is they also didn't have the last 3 months to have those celebrations with their staffs and their teachers. And just like our students didn't have that, to have this be your last year certainly wasn't what anyone had thought of or hoped for. So just know that what's coming next was prepared for you in the same vein as was prepared for everyone else who also lost out on that last 3 months. So congratulations again. I'll turn it back over to you, Jen.
Thanks, Scott. I do want to say too that we know that each of your buildings is celebrating you or already has. Some of you have even been retired before we went into remote. But yes, this is a way, if we were in person, there'd be lots of hugs and a whole large receiving line. But I'm hoping this next little segment makes up for it a little bit. So let me tell you a little bit about Tuneful Tuesday. For any of you that are in the elementary world, this is a common thing now, and you know exactly what's about to come. But for those of you at the middle or high school level, you might not know this, or any of you that have maybe already retired and have been already enjoying being home, retired being home, not teaching being home. Crystal Wow and Francois Sir are teachers in our district, elementary teachers, and they decided to spread a little sunshine. They have a passion for theater and the arts, and what one song, made some sunshine, it became a weekly Tuneful Tuesday, a day that everybody looked forward to. In the elementary world, it was a part of everybody's morning meeting. And you probably have seen them. They go up on our district website. The Channel 12 News has also picked up this story, and they've been featured there on TV. And we have a treat tonight. And I'm going to add and click this next little button because they're very humble and modest. And tonight they made a program, a video for you all, and they got some help from their friends. And so you will see both Crystal and Francois on here, but you will also see other teachers admin. You'll see kids. The Monmouth Junction and Constable Chamber choirs are on and featured in this video, and musicians. You're going to see the music being played by our very own staff and folks. So, and some friends from in and out of the district. So they've all put in to make this Tuneful Tuesday just for you retirees. I can't say enough. It brings such a smile to my face. And please sit back. And how are we on time? We're good on time. Okay, we're not going to get.
How long is it, Jen? Jen, how long is it?
It's probably about 5 minutes.
Okay, you're good. Go ahead.
We're good. So I'm gonna keep going. So congratulations and best wishes to our retirees. So that's from them. Here we go.
Well, hey there, everybody. When I hear that sound, it takes me back to a time before computers and cell phones, back when apples and blackberries were something I picked behind the barn. It reminds me of a time when a gallon of gas ran you about 86 cents. Shag rugs, pet rocks, and disco were the hottest things around, and it seemed like your whole life existed between the hours of 9 to 5.
I tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition. Yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the street, the traffic starts jumping for folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taken and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy. You let it. Lies have got me hopping. Dawn to midnight, there's no stopping. Don't know which I'm mothering the most. Pack his lunch and kiss my son. Grab my purse and I keep running. Got so much on my plate I could choke. Working 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fat promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man's out to get me. 9 to 5. You dream just to watch him shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams they'll never take away. You're in the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in. The tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taken and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it.
I don't even know what to say. Amazing, 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 and just a beautiful tribute for you all. And in closing, I leave you with this quote from Fred Rogers. Remember him, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? He says, "Often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else." And so for our retirees tonight, may you all enjoy your beginning of something else and do it with much happiness and health. Congratulations tonight to all our retirees. Thank you for celebrating with us. I turn it over to you, Mr. Nathanson.
Thank you. I just have to, when this corona started and we've been doing meetings, there's been a lot of positive stuff and we all want to stay positive. And so that was an amazing presentation, but not being with the attendees is the only drawback to everything, because there's a bunch of friends that are there that, personally I don't get to hug or shake hands or whatever. So there's one person that it is actually on, and he doesn't have a Facebook page, and I don't get to talk to him much, but I've known the man probably 50 years. So, and because we went to high school together, and that's Joe Doherty. Coach, I just have to say, enjoy your retirement. There's a picture I have that's one of my favorite pictures that I keep with me. So I just want to get to show Joe that I have it. It's Joe with my son, showing him my son, which became my son's favorite move, and that's a Japanese whizzer. And Joe, you will always be remembered by the community at large, and especially the people like me that are wrestling fanatics. So please don't be a stranger, Joe, and hopefully I'll be able to see you soon. So, and again, congratulations to all the retirees. You all be missed, and please enjoy your retirement. Mr. Feder, are you finished?
Yeah, I'm finished. I'm good. I can keep
Okay.
going, but we're on a time crunch, so I'm going to stop.
So I think since it's 7:54, and if there's people in the public, I don't want to be able to have to cut them off. So I want to get a motion to adjourn. We're adjourned. What do you think, Scott? To 8:05, 8:10? What do you want to do? What do you think?
What is the next part is the public comment?
Yes.
So let's just do this before we adjourn. David, do you have anyone who's requesting public comment?
Yes, we have one person with their hand up at this time.
So I think we have time for the one person. Barry,
Okay.
then we can
So
go.
I'll read the statement really quick and let that person speak.
Wait, David,
We
how
have
many?
two.
You have two?
We have two.
All right, so let's hold on then. Barry, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead, do a motion.
Okay. Can I get a motion to temporarily adjourn?
Motion that we go into recess, not to adjourn. We go
Oh,
into
to recess. I suggest, moved by Dr. Parker, second by Mr. Keener. All in favor? The suggestion is that you guys pause your video and keep yourself on mute. And so
Just
you
again,
can-
Barry,
Yes.
the people that are looking to make a comment, we're coming back.
Yes.
Going to go off for the clap out. We'll come back on about 5 or 10 after. So
Okay.
stay with us. You'll see us back on. But if you're waiting for public comment or anything else for tonight, just come on back. But go outside, clap, yell, scream, do what you got to do to congratulate these graduates. And heck, throw some stuff out there for the retirees too. So a few minutes and then everybody outside. All right?
Very good. Thanks, Scott. We'll be back. Please come back, everybody.
We'll open with a motion to reconvene.
Is everybody here?
Are we all here? 3, 6, 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Moved by Mrs. Meta, second by Ray Keno. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We're back, South Brunswick. I want to thank everybody. It was an amazing thing going outside and seeing all your neighbors outside applauding, blowing their car horns, slamming pots. They were doing everything that Scott suggested. So it's
Beautiful.
pretty funny. So it's pretty fun. The fireworks Scott didn't suggest. So.
We'll take them.
Right. Welcome back. We're going to move to the public portion. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on school matters of community interest. Complete copies of the rules that govern this portion of the meeting can be obtained an advance copy by contacting the board office during regular board hours. We receive the right to limit each speaker to no more than 3 minutes. It is our plan to listen to each member of the public. We will note all questions and comments made. Once all questions and comments from all members of the public are made, the Board of Education will respond, if necessary, to questions or comments in the most timely and effective manner available. Please consider not repeating comments and questions made by all members of the public. I ask that you state your name, place of residence, or your group affiliation, which I forgot to do. Can I get a motion to open to the public? Moved by Dr. Parker, second by Mrs. Rogers. All in favor? Thank you. David, can you please introduce the two speakers that asked to speak?
Our first speaker tonight will be Victoria Stano Gartland.
Victoria, are you there?
No, I'm going to go with John Lawley.
Yeah, go to the next person. Let John speak. John is here. John,
Unmute, John.
Okay, I think David just let me in the talk. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
We got you,
go ahead,
John.
John.
John Lawley, President of South Brunswick Education Association. SBA would like to congratulate all the retirees for everything that they've done for South Brunswick, for the community, for the students and everyone. We want to take a special moment to thank Joe Doherty, who served as our negotiations chairperson for several bargaining periods, a very difficult position, and we really want to thank him for his service to all SBA members throughout his career. SBA would also like to thank the community of South Brunswick. Teachers are always worried that they're never able to do enough, that they could always reach one more person, help one more student. And the community has been very thankful and gracious in letting us know that we've done what they expect of us. Even when we're hard on ourselves, the community has reminded us that we're doing everything we can in difficult times and that they appreciate us. And I don't think we could possibly thank the community enough for how much they've reached out to us to let us know that. So I want to thank the community on behalf of SBA for reaching out to us. I'd also like to thank the administration this year in unprecedented times, because the administration, just from the building level all the way up to Black Horse Lane, has really done everything they can, not just throughout the normal school year, but through remote learning, to make sure that teachers are supported in what we need. And it was very scary to go into it, and to know that they always had our back was extremely important. And SBA wants to thank the administration for that as well. Sorry. And the last thank you is for the Board of Education. We want to thank the Board of Education as well, because obviously everything that happens in South Brunswick happens because of you. So thank you for supporting the administration, who supported us, who supported students, who supported the community. So to the Board of Ed members, a sincere thank you from SBA for everything that you've done. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it on behalf of
Thanks,
the
John.
Board of Education administrators and everyone. We thank you for those comments. Victoria, are you back? Can you unmute yourself if you want to speak?
I don't think Victoria is with us.
Okay.
You might have stepped away from her computer.
Okay. Anyone else interested in speaking? Please put up the hand that is available to you, and you can speak. Anyone else interested in speaking?
That's it.
Seeing no hands, Mr. Pulaski, board, like a motion to close the public portion.
Let's just follow the agenda. We don't need a motion to close.
Okay, we'll close the public portion. Okay, board committee reports. There hasn't been a committee meeting since the last. We have a few this week. Later in the week, facilities is meeting tomorrow, and curriculum is this week too. So by the next meeting, you will have a report. So moving along. Approval of consent agenda for tonight. Get a motion. Moved by Devin Patel. I have a second. Second by Lisa Rogers. All in favor? Any opposed? Mr. Pulaski, can you do a roll call, please?
Yep. Mr. Raymond Keener.
Yes.
Mrs. Joyce Mehta.
Yes.
Dr. Stephen Parker.
Yes.
Mr. Devin Patel. Mr. Arthur Robinson.
Yes.
Mrs. Lisa Rogers.
Yes.
Mr. Barry Nathanson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, David. Okay, board comments and communications. Anyone interested in speaking?
Yeah, Mr. Nathanson, if I could.
Go ahead, Mr. Keener.
I just wanted to follow up on what was said before. I did get to spend the day, most of the day, at the diploma ceremony on the 18th, and Mr. Varela and his staff just did a fantastic job. Everyone at the high school. I actually made the comment to Mr. Varela. I hope he took great notes, because I think that this is going over so well that maybe we're going to do it again next year. I know that there's a lot of time and effort, and I did hear comments both that day and since that day that in some ways it was actually better, because it was a little bit more personal for the families. The parents and the families were actually able to sit in their car and see their student receive their diploma, and in a lot of ways it was a little bit more personal. So I just again want to say what a great day it was, and all the activities that have been put together for the ceremonies and things for all the 5th, the 8th, and the seniors going out. They just did a fantastic job. But thank you again for everybody for all the hard work that they put in.
Thank you, Ray. Anyone else interested in speaking? So I have go ahead, Joyce.
I just wanted to follow on from what's been said already. You know, many of us board members were there at the high school, and it was a very, very proud moment for us. It was a very poignant time for us to see the children, the students receiving their diplomas, their families supporting them, and more importantly, the staff that were there. It was a phenomenal experience, because they were there from like morning to evening, you know, helping with the photography, helping with the stands. We had the janitors, the custodians. We had so many counselors that were there from the high school, and a huge gratitude to everybody who participated and supported the graduation that happened on the 18th. And I just wanted to say, on a personal note, a big thank you to all the retirees. I've known many of these staff members who have personally taught and been a part of my children's lives as they've gone through the school system from elementary up to the high school. And some of them have even been their club advisors, and they have really shaped my children who they are today. And they have shaped many, many lives of students out in South Brunswick. So I need them really to know how much they're appreciated and how much we're going to miss them. And we thank them for everything that they've done for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. Anyone else interested in speaking? Dr. Parker, go ahead.
Again, just to say that everyone I've talked to, families and students alike, were very appreciative of what we did with the diploma. It was well received by everyone that I've talked to, and I think it was a great event.
Thank you. Devin, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. So as just echoing back everyone, but congratulations to all the graduate, congratulations to all the retiree, and especially congratulations to Tabitha. And you'll be missed, but your reports were lively, energetic. So congratulations to everyone. Good luck with everything, and see you in the new school year.
Anyone else? Lisa, go ahead.
Just very quickly, also want to extend my thank you to all the staff. I have some little closeness to the MJ staff. I wish you all well that are retiring. You were amazing while we were there, and you were amazing after we left. You're great people. And also to the seniors, the 8th graders and 5th graders, congratulations again. Yes, I did steal a sign, but Mr. Varela said it was okay. It's going to go back. But I just want to wish you all the best. And Mr. Varela and team, you guys were amazing. You did an outstanding job. And I'm going to convince Mr. Fetter to give you those 2 weeks off that I promised. I'll talk to you about that later.
Anyone else interested in speaking? Mr. Robinson, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also want to congratulate the 5th, 8th, and 12th graders. I really, it was a moving ceremony at the high school, and I was glad I was able to get in there in the afternoon. Peter Varela kind of picked on me for, because I missed the rain event, but the rain actually brought me in, so I was on my own little arc, and I was able to get in there. Also, congratulations to the honorees, the retirees. It was just beautiful what the district put together, Jen Disler and company, how you guys put that together. I thought that was wonderful. To the parents, I think I told Ms. Mehta, I remember seeing a lot of the parents, they were actually teary-eyed, and there was some crying, and like what Ray said, it was personal, it was up front, and it was beautiful. Also, I want to thank the South Brunswick Police Department for helping with the traffic control all in the area and stuff. So we've always had a beautiful relationship with the Board of Ed and the South Brunswick Police Department. So also I want to thank them for helping out with the event. But it was just amazing. I've gone to a lot of events, like Ray stated earlier, a lot of events in the arena, but this one was really personal, and it was just like up close, and it's a great touch for the graduates when they go forward. They always look back at what South Brunswick did, in terms and the parents and educators and putting this great event together. So kudos and congratulations to you, Mr. Federer, and the district that you run. You did an extremely job, and I congratulate all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. They did a great job. You're right.
So for those of you that were there in the afternoon, that the sun came up, it was 80 degrees. I have to give kudos to you, but special kudos for the guys who were in the morning. Ray, myself, Steve, Scott, and Joe. So this is the picture of what we were doing that in the morning. We all had Viking umbrellas, and I think I'm still drying off. So, but it was an unreal experience. And we got to have some rain stops in between. So it was a fantastic experience. And like everyone have said, the parents and the students are more than appreciative on it. I also, and I know some of you haven't seen it yet, and people at home haven't seen it, but the virtual graduation that Scott mentioned is over the top. It's over the top. I've heard from parents that have actually said they cried through the whole thing. And so I have to give kudos to Tim Sweeney. Like Scott said, he did an amazing job. You know, I've heard from some of my colleagues in other colleagues in other districts, and like Scott said, they paid different graduation companies to do what we did, and I have to believe Tim's is better. So I want to congratulate Tim. I also want to congratulate again Peter Varela, Nancy Ducko Sweeney, who's Tim's wife, and Michael Shees, who was involved from day one, heading the committee from the high school regarding all the graduation celebrations. And Jen, the presentation of the retirees tonight was over the top again. Those guys from Tuneful Tuesdays, if we're going to miss something this summer, they got to do some summer stuff. You got to get them to do some summer stuff, I think.
Can I just say, President, that they're on here listening, so, you know, hint.
Oh, good. You got to do some summer stuff, please.
Beloved. Sorry.
There's a couple of other, there's two other people that I want to thank that didn't get enough thanks. The paras of South Brunswick did an amazing job with those signs, putting over 200 signs all over town. And they didn't get enough kudos, but I want to thank them. So Lisa, I didn't have to steal it. The paras gave me signs and I have it up around my house, just so you know. The other person I have to thank is Christine Ewitz. Christine has led the project graduation for the last 4 years. And she has graduated her last child. So she is retiring official with the 2020 class. So she's done an amazing job. If you didn't see it, the billboards are still up. There's two billboards on both sides of Route 1. They also gave a gift to everybody that picked up their diploma. And it sounds, Scott and I were talking. So it was $20 a Target gift card. But when you have 735 graduates, $20 turns into over $15,000 that they spent on the 2020 class. And they weren't able to have their biggest fundraiser, which is the Tricky Tray, which they raise a ridiculous amount of money. So again, I have to thank Christine Ewitz. So it's been a fantastic experience. Again, I have to thank the senior staff that have, they look wide awake, but they've gotten sleepless nights. Scott, David, Jen, and Kim putting in yeoman hours on Zoom or whatever meeting profile they used or whatever, talking to people, doing their jobs plus. So I want to thank you again. So hopefully we'll see each other in person like we got to see each other the other day. I know there's a couple, like I said, there's a couple committee meetings this week, and there's a meeting in towards the beginning of July. And Scott and I, depending on how much we have, are talking about possibly, and that's why we asked you to respond about your summer plans to see if we can add a meeting here and there, if needed. So I'd like to get a motion to adjourn, please. So moved by Mrs. Meadows, second by Ray Keener. I want to thank everybody for attending tonight. At some point, we had over 70 people with the retire. I think every retiree was on. So that's an amazing thing. So when you think about it, when we do these retiree things, there are some that don't show up. Tonight, everyone was here. Everyone was able to. And I want to especially thank South Brunswick because the 8 o'clock clap was successful and amazing. Okay. And I just want to thank everybody. Please, everyone have a great summer. See my colleagues, some of them this week and in a few weeks. So I want to say good night, South Brunswick, and continue being safe. Good night, everyone.
Yay.
Good job. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Have a great summer.